Chart Art V2. I know I already did a video this morning, but we're going to do another one. I did another two Tesla trades again this morning. They both turned out pretty good here, and I'm going to go over those real quick. So let's hide not these drawings. So first of all, this is the fib. I'll draw this back up in a minute. So initially, I went here in the morning, turned on the pre-market, had the SMAs on, right? I went to the 5-minute chart, which I don't know I'm looking over there for that. That's not where that lives. I went onto the 5-minute chart in order to draw my descending line right here. Let me turn off these SMAs. This descending channel right here. So I went to the 5 minutes to draw that. Then once I drew that, I started looking at where would I want to enter. This first white line down here was my entry. This first orange line here was my mid target, and this green line all the way up here was my max target. Now, and the red line was, of course, my stop loss all the way down here, which I used the pre-market in order to figure that out, which is like the top of the wick over here on the left, and also the bottom where these two wicks here meet right there. So I decided that was a spot I would decide to cut my trade if it got that low. Of course, it didn't. Wow, price is really doing some fun things. I should have held one of my calls. Anyways, doesn't matter. So then I went into the SMAs and I said, okay, so what am I looking for here? I'm looking for this descending channel to break. I'm also looking for the 5-minute to come into the 20 and bounce. I got that bounce. So I came in, it came to the 20, and then once it hit the 20 SMA and started exiting the descending channel, I went to the 1-minute. Okay, I went to the 1-minute and I watched the 1-minute. It went up, did a little flag here, went up one more time, and this is where I got in, right here, right as I got this green arrow down here. And I followed that all the way up to the orange line, which represented about $70, $80. In fact, I'll put that on the screen here in a minute. Actually, I got to go get that screenshot, but I'll be right back for the editing later to add that screenshot in here as to how much that was. It was about $70 of gain from this white line down here all the way up to this orange line right there. Let me turn this off to that orange line, and that's where I got out. Of course, it continued to run. I got out because I started seeing candles like this candle started struggling right here at 727. It started to struggle, and then we got this big blow off top, and I felt pretty confident about the fact that I got out, and then it kept running up, in which case I said, dang, I should have held. But then Federal Jerome Powell came to the rescue to bring it all the way back down because he started saying something about the U.S. Government being insolvent fiscally at some point in the future, and then the market didn't like that, and it came all the way back down. Let's turn back on the SMAs to take a look at how that went. So this one came. So I started drawing a descending channel. I did this one on the 1-minute. So I was watching it was happening during a Fed speech, and sometimes those things move really, really fast. And you can see I should have held. Anyways, those come down really, really fast. So I made my very tight descending channel right here, and I was looking for it to come back down and test the 20 before going further. All right, so that's what I was looking for. I was looking for it to come down, find somewhere to reverse, and test the 20 going further. And the way I found somewhere to reverse this time was I got my fib retracement tool. I went to the bottom of the previous move, which was at 718 this morning, and then I drew that to the top of this swing over here, which was at 734. And I looked for a 618 retracement, which was down here, right? So I wanted to see it come out of that. Let me get rid of this line. This is where I got in previously. This is where my stop loss was on the new trade. This is where, let me get rid of all my other lines. Yeah, okay. That is actually looking not bad. Okay, I didn't even draw a green line on this one because I went so fast. Anyways, so it came to the 618 and it showed that it made a base of 3 candles. So I got in on this candle up here, right around here at 175.65. I got in one more time. And this one was going to be a very quick scalp. So I was looking for it to hit the 20 and then retrace. Now, when these candles were printing, you can see these big long wicks on the bottom. It looks like this was turning into, let me get rid of my fib now that you saw how I entered. It was like it was creating this ascending channel right here. And these wicks right here looked like it wanted to break that channel. And if it broke that channel, it was going to come to my stop loss very, very fast. So I got out as soon as price hit that 20 SMA there. I just got out, I cut it for another $20 profit. Now, as you can see here, this, because it's Tesla, of course, this ascending channel right here broke to the upside. And look, it went all the way up to my original green line. Man, I should have held. That would have been, oof, man, I would have had like $300-400 day here in 20 minutes if I had held all the way through. But that's okay. I made about $100 in total. It was about 90 actually, about $90 in total. I'll bring that up on the screen here right now so you can see the receipts from the day trading here. And I did all of this from 7:18 a.m. until 7:47 a.m. So less than 30 minutes of trading, and I'm already up $100 on the day pretty much. And look at it go. Man, it just broke that ascending channel to the upside. Now, you have to understand that there's a lot of concern right here with these candles, right? Let me draw this, get rid of this. These ascending channels generally break to the downside. As you can see, it was here, broke to the downside, right? This descending channel broke to the upside. Federal Reserve President Jerome Powell was speaking right now, so I was expecting another leg down. So if this had broken here, I would have been looking for a return to pre-market lows, right? So it would have if it would have broken here, I would have 100% expected it to come a minimum down to 174, right? Perhaps maybe one more leg and then come all the way down again to 173, at which point I would have had zero money left in the trade. So I took my $20, even though I could have absolutely gone. I mean, it went twice as far as I went. So my original move was that I captured was 0.45%, and it went up 1.18% and growing still. So I could have made a significantly larger amount of money had I held, but if it had reversed on me, I would have lost everything in seconds. So I took my $20 and I ran on that trade. So that was a very quick scalp. Anyways, that's kind of the anatomy of that trade. A little quick chart art for the day. And look at that thing. It's still running. It's going to run for daily highs up here. But I'm done trading for now. That's it. I've done my 2 trades. Both of them were profitable. I'm not trying to make my day unprofitable. I just wanted to bring that out right now since I just did it while I was waiting for the other video to render. I decided to do a couple of trades. I got in on the break of this one, followed it 75% of the way up on this move right here. I got about 75% of that. And honestly, I only got about, half or less of this move right here. I got in about right there, got out. I got in at about 175.52, got out about 175.94, and look at it, it's just running and running and running. I'm almost in the money on the contract that I had purchased. Anyways, that's it for today. 2 successful trades. Very good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.